Now, also to be successful in determining the probability of two independent events, I might find myself having to multiply fractions. And so we're going to take a look here. We're going to start with quick review. We're going to look back at just what does multiplication mean in whole numbers. We have 2 times 3. Obviously, that's 6. But what does that mean? It means I have 2 whole pieces 3 times. Here they are, 2 times. Here they are 3 times. So now I have 6 whole pieces. 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3 is 6. So that was review, obviously. But now let's look at fractions here. And now I have 1/2 of 2. What does that mean? So I have 2 whole pieces. And in multiplying fractions of the algorithm, we're taught in our book to multiply numerator times the numerator, denominator times the denominator. So I need to write 2 as a fraction. So it's really, what represents 1 whole? Well, 1 whole is just 1 piece, is 1 whole. How many 1 wholes do I have? I have 2. So I'm writing 2 ones. Means is the same as 2. 2 equals 2 ones. But what does that mean? So if I have half of the 2 ones, obviously that means I just have 1. Let's see if our algorithm works. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, I don't always get it in its simplest form. So what 2 halves means is I have one piece that's cut into 2, and I have both halves. I have this half, and I have this half. And that's really just the same as 1 whole. Okay, so let's move on. And that should be review for us. Okay, let's say I have, here's something in half. Let's say I have 1/4 of 1/2. So here we have a half. Here's something cut into 2 equal pieces. I have half of it. And what it's saying is that if I cut this into 4 pieces, let me use my line here. 1, maybe not perfectly to scale. What's 1/4 of the half? Now keep in mind, I can't have 1 whole and this side's cut into 4ths and this side's just into half. So I have to do the whole thing in 4ths. This side is the same size pieces. Not really to scale. Oh, I did kind of a bad job there, so move that over just a tad. But we'll keep it at that. So now, how many pieces did I cut this into? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I have, so this is 1/4, and it's really 1 of the half of the yellow part is 1/4 of the half, but how much is it compared to the whole? It's 1/8. And I can still get that by saying 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8. And it kind of carries on. So let's look at one more problem here. So we have 3/4 times 1/2 topped by the, we're not going to draw the pictures this time, but we know we have a piece that's cut into half, so I have 3/4 of that. So 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8. And here we go, we have 3/5, 1/9 of the time. So I'm taking that 3/5 and cutting it into ninths. But I have to cut the whole thing into ninths, not just the 3/5 of it. But here's a little trick, and I have to simplify, but we've been working on this a lot. I can simplify before I multiply. Can I simplify 3/5? No. Can I simplify 1/9? The trick is I can simplify any numerator with any denominator. So 3 and 9 can both be divided by 3. That becomes 3 goes into 3 once. Or 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then I can multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 times 3 is 15. So 3/5, 1/9 of 3/5 is 1/15. Okay, so a little review on multiplying of fractions.